Hello, and welcome to another episode of This Is Gonna Sound Weird. Weird, weird, weird. I'm Dana Louise. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna talk about coming out of the cosmic closet because that's where I'm at right now. I'm coming out of the cosmic closet and exposing myself. And I get some feedback from friends. They're like, "You're so brave. You're so brave in speaking your truth." And others are like, "Wow, everything you ever gone through, you're so jocular about it. You laugh about it." Um, and I do. And the thing of it is that I was a contactee or experiencer. I mean, I don't know what your terminology would be, but I was exposed to extraterrestrials. I don't know where they're from, actually, because they didn't witness where they came from. But I had some contact as a baby in my crib. I know that I had diapers on. And that's where it started for me. So people are like, how can you handle this and just laugh about it? Well, it's a part of my life. It's kind of like having that bad relative or something, or a bad parent. What are you going to do? Are you going to gnash your teeth and cry? That's not who and how my soul is. My soul is jocular, and or I'm jocular just to overcome the stress of being a contactee, right? Yeah. What are you going to do? Cry? Go under a rock? Or are you going to move on and try to share your experiences? And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell you to system bust all of this and say that there are other beings that are non humanoid to this planet. I can't tell you the ones that I've encountered where they came from, because often I did not see their spaceship or their vortex or whatever means that they used to um, encounter me. Also, I'm going to say to you, I've been asked, like, can you sleep? And yes, I can sleep. Uh, I always have, um, because it started so early. I just took it. I just took it. And yeah, there are PTSDs, and you can say that, and I'll admit to it. And now that I'm older and a wrinkled up prune to the aliens or the ghosts or whatever, they're not interested in contacting me as much anymore. It could be that reason, and or I've done a lot of work to shut that shit down. So let's be fair. But just know about me that I'm open to different truths. I'm interested in hearing different people's stories. I love to hear other people's stories because so often it helps me solidify and confirm the things that I've gone through. Why people would lie about it, I don't know, because why would you ever? I mean, do they seriously think like you're going to be elevated in society? No, because at least throughout the last 2 centuries, the beginning of this century and the last century, Barney and Betty, I mean, do you think they were a mixed race couple in the early 60s on their honeymoon and they wanted to draw attention to themselves? Think about that. The people who've really been encountered or contacted or whatever you want to call it, we don't want to come forward. It's a hard, hard thing. So, and here's I feel very fragile about it. I feel very fragile about making these videos because I'm always judging myself. I get nervous and then I get ahead of myself, and sometimes I don't explain everything. I think at times, very judgmental. And I want to slow things down and talk to you about it. Um, but the thing is, I'm exposing myself to you. I don't know who you are, and you have a whole story, but I don't know you. And unless I get to know you or something, but so I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting out my personal information out there. And so I do feel very fragile. That's why making these videos is very hard for me because I'm completely exposing myself. I'm coming out of the cosmic closet. I'm just going to cut it out right there. I don't mean to take up more of your time. Just please understand that speaking about this isn't easy for me. Um and I don't bring it up to everybody. In fact, my husband married me not knowing my background, which was kind of bad on my side, I suppose, but that is where I was at of just trying to deny everything of who and how I am. I tried to suppress it and pretend that it's not a big deal, like everybody goes through it. And then one day I was watching a Harry Potter movie and I was kind of being judgy on him, like, yeah, your world ain't nothing, Harry Potter. I've survived bigger. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh my, maybe you do have a story. Maybe you do have a story to tell. And the other thing was like, I wanted to leave a legacy for my descendants because if any one of them, if this does follow through a family timeline, they need to know about this. I can tell my kids some of the stories, but they don't want to listen to all of the stories. That's, did I want to hear my parents? Whatever. So in this way, I can document it. So this is a documentary. It's not a memoir, it's a documentary. But anyway, I hope it helps you to come out of your cosmic closet. Because once all of us do, and there's a multitudinal of us, once we're a swarm or a mass, they can't shut us down anymore. And as much as I don't want the truth to be exposed, because I know there's going to be a lot of muggles that are going to like go batshit crazy, and then the supply line is going to deteriorate again, just like it did during the pandemic. And maybe we can't get toilet paper anymore. If we can't get Doritos, toilet paper, and beer, ugh. So I'm kind of being protective of that. All right. So anyway, thank you for joining me and welcome to Coming Out of the Cosmic Closet, because it all sounds weird.